Good morning and welcome to the Black Northern Territory Indigenous Business Resilience Program. Today is about Northern Territory Indigenous business and putting the spotlight on that. But first, let me start by acknowledging the traditional custodians on the land upon which we are meeting, both talking. I'm on Gimoi Walpiri Yidinji country in Cairns, Far North Queensland, but we acknowledge all First Nations people, our elders, past, present and emerging, and we pay respects to all of you, your families and organisations. And we say, Renee, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good morning. And I'd like to acknowledge the Larrakia country where I'm meeting from today.
Fantastic. But before we start, just give you a bit of a quick overview about In the Black, and then I'm going to share Renee's bio to give you the platform of what you've done, Renee, the excellent work that you've done and what you're doing now. So In the Black Indigenous Business Resilience Program is focused on providing our deadly Northern Territory Indigenous businesses with an online community to share information and environment. So it's about networking with each other. It's about sharing your business and what it's about. It's also about sharing your experiences in COVID-19 and what we've got coming in the future in a business environment. It's also about providing an online environment where we can all collaborate and connect. And it's about bringing us all together. But let me move to Renee. Thank you so much, Renee. We really appreciate you being on the program today. So I'm just going to give some background that I've got about Renee. So Renee Long is the CEO for the Northern Territory Indigenous Business Network. Renee is an Arrente, Walpiri and Waramangu woman with strong ongoing connections to land and family in the southern and western Barclay regions and is a native title holder for Alice Springs. Renee is a Territorian who has had an extensive career in the public service in both state and federal governments. Renee is the inaugural Chief Executive Officer for the Northern Territory Indigenous Business Network, working across a broad range of projects that include policy development, program management and service delivery, and has led to developing a high level of management skills and experience. Renee is currently working towards a Master's of Business Administration, and she also has a graduate diploma of Public Policy and qualifications in Government Contracting, Procurement, Prince 2 Project Management. Too deadly, Renee. With all of those things, I'm completing an MBA, as well working full-time. Take my hat off to you. I did an MBA while working full-time. It's a full caseload.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I've not had that read out to me before, but when you read it, it sounds like I should be like 80 years old by now.
Deadly, but no, too deadly, sis, and it's really important for us to share and celebrate each other, in all that we do. And we don't measure competition amongst us as mob, but we share and celebrate what we've done. So, over to you. Would you like to tell us a little bit about what you're doing, it's so deadly, of what you're doing with NTIBN and a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I've been at NTIBN probably just going on about 2 years now, and it's been an exciting journey. We're just sort of creeping up to about 200 members within our membership, which is really exciting for us. We have a lot of businesses that are in the construction and civil construction industry, and that's mostly a result of the major projects that have been held up here in the Northern Territory. But we are really keen to have businesses from all other industries join our membership. So creative industries, hospitality, tourism, all those other sectors. We are getting a growing number of Aboriginal consultants in our membership as well, so that's really exciting for us.
Yeah, that's really deadly. And I think too, sometimes people don't realise that our Indigenous business networks are a business also, and it's about, not just about, it's about getting your membership in and promoting and encouraging business for the mob, but you're a business yourself. And you go through the same challenges that business go through as well. Is there anything you would like to tell or to share about that, about being an Indigenous business?
Yeah, so we the NTIBN got some operational funding a couple of years ago, which has been really fortunate. Before that, it was run on a volunteer basis. The board is still made up of volunteers, but the operational funding they received allowed them to employ myself and a couple of other people, so that we could actually start delivering, and that has made a huge difference for us. But as running as a business, it's really important for us to maintain our relationships, and we've got relationships in all sorts of directions. So we've got want to maintain our relationships with our members and keep that really strong, and encourage people to continue to join us, but provide support for our members as well. And we do that through capability workshops and running various networking events so people can get together and learn off of each other. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So that's really important, is looking after our membership and getting as much support as we can for them. And one of those things is this program that we're talking about here today in the Black. And other things is relationships with other industries, with the Chamber of Industry peak bodies, that is, the Chamber of Commerce, the Northern Territory government who fund us, but also talking with the federal government about what's available for Aboriginal business. So broad range of stakeholders, and but it's really, we've been really fortunate over the last 2 years. We've built some really good relationships and had some really good support that continues.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And, as mob, we're always together, and we're one big community, and sometimes we can see ourselves as out there on our own, but when we're together as one big community, we can actually share and, be a part of that. Can you tell us a little bit about, like, when COVID-19 came in and we went through the whole shutdown and the Territory went into complete shutdown as well? What type of experiencing were happening with the businesses? Were you able to provide, what sort of support were you able to provide the businesses as well?
So in the beginning, it kind of was sort of a bit slow. We were hearing it being talked about in other locations, and then it was just here.
Yeah.
So it kind of hit all of a sudden, and then measures were being put in place, reducing crowd sizes. So, the events and things we had planned were slowly all shut down over a period of time. And as that was happening, businesses could see things sort of, this isn't going to be good, it's going to slow down. So fortunately for us, we were invited to participate in a lot of meetings with the Chief Minister and the other peak organisations across the Northern Territory. So we were able to get first-hand information from the government about what they were doing to stimulate the economy and how they were going to help businesses through this time. So the best thing we could have done was share that information with our membership immediately. So we got information, good, accurate information out to our members as early as possible, which allowed them to do their planning. They knew things were going to be shutting down, but okay, within this time frame, 2 to 3, 4 weeks, there are going to be stimulus things available. People needed to register, and this is how you registered. So getting that information, we got a lot of good feedback from our members saying that the timely advice provided to them was really helpful for them to make some plans about what to do.
That's fantastic, because COVID-19 was so unprecedented, and it still is. And, getting that information out as quick as you did would have been really imperative to the businesses, to our brothers and sisters in business. So, really deadly. Sounds like you're doing a really deadly job. And I know as a part of our program, we're really thankful that NTIBN and yourself are, partnering with us on this, because we can't do it on our own.
No,
we can't. Sometimes people work in silos. We've got to start, really working together and things like that. So if there was an Indigenous business out there who was considering NTIBN to become a membership, what would they do to go about that?
So you can go to our website and have a look at the information that's available on there. We do have an online form, which is fairly new, so we do still have a few glitches here and there. But if you're interested in joining and you're having a bit of trouble on that website, just give us a call, and we can send you an email, a form, or we can talk you through the process. But we try to keep our membership fees really affordable, because we didn't want that to be a barrier for our members. But if you are having any issues, just come and have a talk to us. But we'd really strongly encourage people to come and have a chat. There is a misconception that we're about winning contracts for businesses. That's not. We can't actually do that. Each business still has to win the contracts and the work in their own merit. And we encourage people to partner with other businesses to build their capability where possible. But anything we can do to advocate for businesses is what we do. So we talk to government all the time about their policies. We try to provide avenues for feedback to government so that challenges and issues that businesses are having, that there's an avenue to talk to government about those things, so we can get some. It's not about making it easier, but it's about understanding what the issues businesses are experiencing out there.
Yeah, and I think too, like, when we see the government, whether it be the territory government or the federal government, it can be very overwhelming and daunting as well. And, trying to sift through that government talk as well. So, it's a really key and it's a really imperative that you have that relationship that you've built with them, so that you can be that conduit as well for information sharing and, policy, as you said. So that's really important that you've developed that relationship. Yeah. Yeah,
it's been really good. We've built some good, strong partnerships with people in key positions in the government, and they're people that have been doing what they do for a really long time. So they've seen some of the challenges, and they understand them, and they try to get the changes where they can too. Excuse me.
That's really deadly. We actually had the NT government and was part of the Rebound Commission on the program on Wednesday, who gave us a whole raft of information about what the NT government was offering. But what they were offering was more people to tell them what they can do. Or how can they, really change what they're doing to help more Indigenous businesses. So, you as a network are in a really prime position to help influence that for our Indigenous businesses. So, yeah.
And you are right, there is a whole range of stimulus support available for businesses. So if you're unsure about what's available or what you're eligible for, certainly get in contact with someone, because there's still a lot of support available for businesses today. And we're lucky that JobKeeper is going to continue, so that'll help businesses along for a little bit longer. So, but if you want to have an analysis done on your business, just to get a bit of an idea of where you're sitting, and you get some recommendations out of that about what stimulus might be available for you, come and have a talk to us, because there are those programs out there to support people.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, Renee, is there anything else you'd like to add as we're coming to the end of our lovely, wonderful yarn time here?
I guess I just wanted to say, to all those Aboriginal businesses out there to keep going. I mean, you do a really great job. With organisations like NTIBN wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the Aboriginal business owners out there. So please use us to help you wherever you need that. But keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing a really good job, and it's really encouraging for other young Aboriginal people, or even older Aboriginal people, who want to get into business for themselves when they see other people doing it. So keep
that's
going.
Fantastic. No, thank you for that. That's such important advice, I tell you. We're big advocates for Indigenous business and building our economy, so thank you. So just to the audience out there, if you want to comment, or while you're watching the video, you can just type in the word deadly in the comment section, and you'll get access to all the information that was shared today. And also a replay of this video and upcoming events will be live and also recorded onto our Facebook page. But thank you so much, Renee, for your time. It was really deadly to talk to you. I know we use the word deadly as so much, but it's such a deadly word, and how can we not?
And it just describes everything perfectly.
It does, yeah, absolutely. And there's so many different meanings to it. So, but thank you so much for coming on. We'd like to finish with the way we started, by paying respects to our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander ancestors, elders, community, and all of our families. So if you're watching this replay on Facebook, to get access to the program, you have to be a Northern Territory Indigenous business through our Facebook page. But like I said before, just comment the word deadly in the comment section on the Facebook page that you're watching this, or on YouTube, and we'll get the information back to you as well. If you are watching this on YouTube, just click the link in the description for more information. Now, the program will be running for 12 weeks. This is our first week, and we've taken off with a bang. It's been absolutely fantastic. But it's here to help you in partnership with NTIBN and your business post-COVID-19. So thank you for joining us. We'll have another guest speaker on Monday. Murray Saylor, our Managing Director for Tagai, will be on to actually give you a bit of an overview about the program. So tune in, but watch the Facebook pages for more information. Thank you for your time today, and thank you again, Renee.
Thanks very much, JulieAnn.
Thank you.